Hey guys, it's Mike Lynch, and you're checking out YouKnowIGotSoul.com.
All right, Mike. So, many know you from your time on American Idol a few years ago, but, for those who haven't kept up with you since then, kind of talk about where your career has gone since.
Well, my career has been in this really creative zone since my time on the show and getting done with tour, which was amazing, by the way. I just been working on this record, man. It's been like 18 plus months trying to make it perfect. I've taken this approach that I feel like there's a perfect version of the song. I feel like there's a perfect place to get to. And we've just worked to get it there. Rewrites and reproductions and all sorts of different, remixes on different songs. And, I wrote over 30 songs for this album. And to get it down to 13, I really feel proud of all the songs. And I'm just so blessed to be able to be putting this album out right now. And just hope that people love it.
Yeah. And, you're signed to big 3 records. Just curious about, once you had that strong showing on American Idol, what was the label interest like for you? Was there labels coming at you?
Yeah, it was really cool because during that time I had some different options, and but I was just looking for that right option, and my management, we just looked at every situation and tried to get into the best thing possible. For me, because I had been living in New York and making music, writing music before I did American Idol, the creative freedom that I was going to have on the record was important to me. And my label always wanted me to make the most creative record possible. There was never any time constrictions on me. There was never any constrictions on me or restrictions, period. So I got a chance to really say all the things I wanted to say and make a record for the people, for my fans. So, like I said before, I really wanted to do something that the people could love and just play from beginning to end and just enjoy it, spend that special time together.
Since your time in the spotlight on American Idol, how have you grown as an artist in the past couple of years?
It's tough to quantify how you've grown as an artist. For me, I've never been at this place. I think any musician or any person, period, who puts their time in to focus on making something special and making something great, you can't help but get better if you practice. And I've never wrote better songs before, and never been able to work with such great people before on this record. The band that we put together to play on the record is amazing. Love you guys. And I think that the whole team in general, we're just really dealing with top-notch people in their profession. So I feel like, even more than growing as an artist, I grew in my business of knowing who was going to be right for my team, and who wasn't. And, I think we've come out with a pretty good product from that. So we'll see how people enjoy it.
Cool. You got the single "Who's Gonna Love You More,"
Yeah.
starting to get some radio airplay.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
talk about the creation of the song.
Yeah. Well, it's a song that I wrote with Jamie Jones, who was one of the lead singers from All For One. And, it really was a song about that declaration of love for whoever it is, your man, your woman, your partner, whoever it is. It's saying that there's nobody on this earth that's going to love you like I'm going to love you. There's just nobody who is going to treat you like I will treat you. And it's because of how you make me feel. What you've done to me has made me be able to have the confidence to know that I will love you harder than anybody will ever love you. So, it's a good jam that you can play late at night, early in the morning, midday, whenever you're trying to make your special time. And I think it's one that people will really gravitate to. It's doing really well. We're at number 27 on the charts right now. So we hope to just keep moving forward and hope people keep hearing it.
Cool. From checking out this single and checking out some of your other music, you strike me as an old soul because you're a younger guy, but you make that soulful music.
Yeah.
Is that the type of sound that's going to be reflected on the album?
Yeah, on the album, what's really going to be reflected is creativity, man. I really wanted to do something besides all the old soul and besides trying to be, Mr. R&B man. I wanted to do something that was just really creative in every facet, from the way the songs are put together, the way the songs are written, and the way the songs are performed. I just wanted to do something like super creative that will keep your interest, that people will just have a good time listening to, and also get the message from it about love.
Cool. Did you have a chance to collaborate with anyone on the album?
I did. You know what? I ended up. I wrote some songs with Ruben Studdard on the record, but mainly, the record is me. It's my voice. There's no features. There's no rapping on the album. Not that I have anything issue with it, but we just were so engrossed in this project for the last year and a half, and just making this music in the studio night after night, day after day. Nothing ever really struck us as, hey, we need to get somebody else on this. It just made more sense that it was my voice. So.
Okay. In addition to the album, I was reading about a segment you have on Good Day New York.
Yeah,
you get to talk about the American Idol.
Yeah.
How's that experience for you?
Oh, that's amazing, man. Greg and Rosanna and the producers over there, they're amazing to me. They were always so good to me from when I left the show. When you leave American Idol, you go through this, you go sit in a studio that's so cold, and you do all these satellite interviews. You do over 100 of them. You have them on your list, and you're just checking them off as you go. And I remember I did a satellite interview with them, and they were like, please come through when you come to New York. And I know I had New York on my itinerary. And when I got there, they were just so loving of me, and it was just an amazing time. It always feels like I'm going home or going to the best job that I love when I go over there to talk with them. So it's an amazing time over there. They treat me well, and it's a great show. So
cool. Just hypothetically looking back on American Idol, you're 2 years removed. Is there anything now that maybe could have helped you to win it back then?
Well, of course. I mean, hindsight is 2020. I guess looking back now, I'd have sang this woman's work every week, since people loved when I sang that. But I had a really amazing time on the show. I think that if there was anything, it was just not realizing how much sacrifice your family puts in for you to do something like that. My wife and my child, we moved them out to LA, and they weren't living with me at the time, and we were living in Koreatown, and then living in Venice Beach, and then finally we got to live together after we got to a certain point in the show. It was kind of one of the perks of making it through that week. But I don't know what you could ever really do differently. I made it to number 4 on the show, which I felt good about. I felt proud about, and being an R&B male singer, you don't always do so well on the show. So for people to like what I was doing on it, I feel proud about that. So
cool. And just finally, is there any advice you could offer to upcoming artists? Because you're someone who realized their dream as an artist. How could you help them achieve theirs?
It's just sticking to it. It's just staying on that grind. It's just doing that work that no one sees, behind the camera, early in the morning, late at night. It's what you're willing to invest in yourself as an artist, and just really as a person on this earth who wants to have some type of confidence, some type of you want to feel good about yourself. It's that work that nobody sees that makes you who you are. And I would just say, do it. And it's not hard work for no reason. It's hard. So do it. Yeah.
All right. Now, anything you'd like to add?
I just hope you guys get a chance to buy the record, and enjoy the record, share the record, and love it. I made this for you, so I really just hope that people love it. And you can find me online. MichaelLyncheOfficial.com is the website. E on the end of Lynche. Michael Lynche Official is the Facebook, and Twitter is Big Mike Lynche. E on the end of Lynche. I'm always on Twitter. I put a lot of videos up and a lot of pictures up, and I'm documenting this whole experience I'm going through with releasing this record. And I always respond to my followers out there, so please follow me and tweet me and send me messages, and I'll tweet you back. So love you guys.